go to restaurants and dine out. I'm Rebecca Gahan, owner of Kick at 55 Fitness. Let's talk today about how to navigate through menus, whether you're dining in or carrying out with friends or just with your significant other. Remember, if you like this video and others, like us on YouTube, subscribe to our station, and click on push notifications so you know when all of our discussions and workouts are posting. All right, it's always a dilemma. You want to go out, you want to be social, you don't want to miss out, you have FOMO, but at the same time, you don't want to destroy all of the hard work you put in either during the week or prior to going out. So let's talk how we navigate through social gatherings, dining out. What do we need to do? So first of all, everything is about pre-planning. It's not about what happens when you get to the restaurant or the wedding or whatever event it might be. It's everything you do leading up to it. So for example, you know that you are going out to dinner with friends on Saturday night. First step, can you pick the restaurant? Now that doesn't mean you have to pick the healthiest restaurant, but can you be in charge and pick something that you know has more lean protein, has healthier choices? Again, the last thing you want to do is pick the all-you-can-eat burger place and then you're stuck and you have no options. If you can't pick the place, let's look at the menu ahead of time and we're going to pick what we're going to eat prior to entering the restaurant. And we'll talk about what it is that we pick when we get there, what our selection should be. Day of. Most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time, my clients are going out to dinner. So what does that mean? I'm going out to dinner. Should I starve myself all day long and then gorge myself at the restaurant? No. You should eat a sensible breakfast, a snack, a lunch, maybe a mid-afternoon snack. You should not go into the restaurant starving because then you're going to make poor choices. You'll have low blood sugar, and again, it will be like an all-you-can-eat buffet. So the time has come. You're getting ready. You're going to the restaurant. Okay, so you've looked at the menu and you know what you're going to get. So let's talk through the menu and how we know what we should be ordering. So as we all know, when we get to a restaurant, especially when we have friends that are gathering together, it is common in our society to have some drinks, have some appetizers. You don't want to feel strange. You want to have a drink, you want to indulge. So first of all, look for a salad or some sort of, hummus and vegetables that you can order as an appetizer. Add it to the mix. That way you can eat roughage and start to fill yourself up with fiber. You should do that right away, right when you get there. Say to the waitress, hey, do you mind if I put in an appetizer or a couple for my friends? I'm gonna put in a big house salad, 2 house salads, and a hummus platter. And if we can hold the bread and put the raw vegetables in, that would be fantastic. A lot of restaurants have that these days. Second, make sure that you are ordering a drink and a backup drink. That doesn't mean 2 alcoholic beverages. It means order, let's say, your vodka and soda, and then a glass of water or an iced tea. So what you should do is double fist. When I say double fist, you double fist with an alcoholic beverage and a non-alcoholic beverage. It should be 1 for 1. So instead of just downing that alcoholic beverage because you're thirsty, and also, honestly, you're hungry, and sometimes we drink just to fill up that emptiness. So again, you're going to drink a little bit of your alcoholic beverage and then drink some of your non-alcoholic beverage. Meanwhile, your drinks have come, but you know that your appetizer is coming soon, and that is going to fill you up as well. Plus, it will deter you from grabbing the basket of rolls, the mozzarella sticks, the wontons, everything that might push you away from sticking to your meal plan. Okay, so now dinner. And again, this is if we're really trying to have a nice night out, but not completely throw off all of the hard work. You need to look for a protein that's the center of the main course. So for example, a chicken breast, a salmon. Dining out, if you eat fish, is a fantastic time to order a fillet of fish. Lots of us don't like to cook fish in our homes, myself included. So I use the opportunity when I go out to eat some great fish. Now, if you don't like fish, no big deal. Look for chicken. Most places have chicken, maybe some sort of ground turkey, although beware, because for example, let's say a ground turkey meatloaf can have just as many calories and just as much fat as if it had the beef. We're going to stay away from the red meat. Again, that might not be the best option, especially if you're trying to watch your weight. Plus, red meat stays in your system for 72 hours. Then, along with it, if you're looking at the entree, let's say it comes with a side of rice. Maybe you can ask, hey, can I have an extra side of vegetables instead? A lot of places now, though, are offering things like sweet potatoes, cauliflower mash, so that also can be an option. But I always ask if they can remove the super starchy side, like the white rice, the mashed potatoes, the pasta, and put a vegetable in its place, and or a side salad. So now you have your entree, and you want to make sure you get that entree in sometime after the appetizers have been served at the table, so that you're not starving and then start picking at things that you didn't intend on picking on. Okay, so now, dessert. A lot of times people say, let's order dessert for the table. Well, this is a time when you can say, hey, can we do some fresh fruit? Is there a sorbet? Those are always great options when you go out to eat. Again, if you want to stick to some sort of a meal plan. What you should avoid. Okay, pastas. Most pastas at restaurants are not going to be the kind that are going to leave you feeling like, wow, I really did a good job with my entree. Again, we talked about this before, but you want to stick, or stay away from the red meat. You want to stay away from, let's say, a risotto, something that's really, really starchy. And then sauces, really heavy sauces. The darker the sauce, the more caloric, the fattier it will be, the thicker the sauce. So we want to go light. Also on the salad dressings, light as well. Clear, think olive oil and vinegar. Okay, so now let's just talk for a quick second about what should you do if you want to go out and have a little something. Where can you have a little something and still go home and feel good about yourself? That's why we do the pre-planning, so that you don't go in and feel guilty. You're like, oh, I intended on being really good, but then I decided to have that cheesecake and, plan for it. And then you won't feel badly. Maybe you'll do an extra 23-minute upper body blast in the morning because you know you're going to have a dessert. For me, I have a sweet tooth. So what I would rather do is have a sensible appetizer like a salad, a sensible dinner, and then splurge a little on a dessert. But always ask if somebody can split with you. That way you're not eating the entire dessert on your own. Or take it home and then just eat a little later on. So that begins our first edition of what to do when you go out. We will be having more discussions, and I encourage you to leave questions and feedback and tell us what special issues you're having, because we can resolve them for you. See you soon. Thank you so much for joining our discussion on what to eat when you dine out. We hope you enjoyed it, and we want to hear from you. So send us feedback below, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all of our videos, both workouts and discussions. And remember, click on push notifications so you know when our next workout and or discussion posts. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And check out our next video on intermittent fasting. I think you're gonna like it. Thanks again, and see you soon. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know when our next workout posts.